guys, Kaylee here and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about my braces and types of appliance people use on their braces. And because I got some questions from you guys about types of braces appliance people use, and so we will go through it one by one today. So first thing first, how would I describe my life with my braces so far? I would say it's like a spa, but it's a painful kind of spa for my teeth. And as you guys know, there are actually many types of braces appliance out there, but I only have 9 on my list. So basically my 9 includes impacted cuspid attachment and forceps appliance, which is actually really rare because these two are actually something that I never seen before, but I saw it during my research, and I actually got all of this information from my orthodontist and a bit from the internet. So it's actually the whole combination of everything and including my experience. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Function of impacted cuspid attachment is actually to move forward the teeth from the gum behind to the front, so your teeth wouldn't look very messy. Our forceps appliance is to help eliminate excessive overjet, just like when the upper teeth extends over the lower teeth, which according to my orthodontist, he says the majority of the patient's teeth problem are usually the ones that having the top teeth extended over the lower teeth. And moving on to the rest of the 7 appliance that I haven't mentioned is the headgear, molar bands, chains, elastics, retainers, elastic expander, and mini planting screw. In my case, I only use molar bands, chain elastic, and rubber bands. The uses for molar bands is actually to reposition your teeth, and for some of you who doesn't know what is molar bands, it's actually also known as metal rings that are usually placed on the tooth behind your teeth. Just before we move on, I have something to tell you about my molar bands, which you can see here is my molar bands here and this side. And because like sometimes after a few months it created a pocket in here which contains all the food that I take in, that it's really hard to get it out. So basically it went quite deep, but they say thank God I actually went there earlier. If not, it could have gone deeper, and then it's gonna be much more painful to get rid of. And basically I just took it out. It was really swollen, but they say they put the molar bands on top. It has to be like on top of the teeth instead of nearing the gum, because if it's near the gum, it just keep scratching and then you keep bleeding, and it's really bad. And when the food contains in it will start becoming acidic and it will create a really weird taste. For chain elastic, also known as rubber bands, that are most likely to be colored, that you usually see on people's braces, and for mine it's brown, and usually it's optional for you to choose whatever color you want every time you go and renew your braces. And the space closest, the arc wire may somehow irritate your cheek at times, especially when you just renew your braces, like me now. Final one is this elastic. That chain elastic, everyone has different pressure on it. For mine it's 150 milligram, but I think like for certain people they actually have different, and the most are like 300 to 350 milligram if I'm not mistaken. To know if you have a healthy gum, most commonly we all have only like 2 to 3 mm between our teeth and our gum when we smile here. And so you guys know that we will be getting our wisdom tooth in between the age of 17 to 27, and because I'm going to be 17 this year, which I'm really afraid that my wisdom tooth will start growing, and then like you know, some people may experience needing to operate or things like that, but in the same time I will be doing my x-ray in the next 2 or 3 months, so I have nothing to worry at the moment. So basically in the same time, after usually we remove and there is space between our teeth, there's a more effective way of closing all the gaps in between the teeth is to use the mini implant screw, which they need to knock it into your bone through your gum, which is really painful, but the doctor say it's not, so I'm not sure. And so yeah, but that's basically about it. So that's all for my videos, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from here. And if you have further questions, you can comment down below and I will answer you there. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.